Good morning, fellow billionaires. It's still 5150 with a morning update on July 19th, 2021. Guys, I just wanted to have a couple of words with you about what's going on in the markets today. I think it's noteworthy, worth mentioning. Now, first of all, I just want to say that I think that the markets are going through a orchestrated meltdown right now. And speaking of meltdowns, I am having a bit of a meltdown trying to figure out how to restructure this part of my stack. I want to set it up country by country. As you can see here, I've got Europe, with the Philharmonics and all the British stuff. Then I've got Africa here with Rwanda, and these blue caps are the Somali elephants. Over here, these are just random rounds, dragon coins and Molin Labe and, buffaloes and all that stuff. Over here, I have the ASC box. I got some more there in the depository, but for right now, I've got 2020, 2021s. Type 2s, which me and the broker are going to do a show on this weekend. And then over here, I've got Canada, all right? And I've got Mexico, all right? These are all the Libertage you guys have seen. All the stuff you've seen on my show, I've talked about at various times, all right? Here's a special treat for you. Got a roll of these 3-ounce South Korean tigers from 2019. And I think these things are high relief. I don't know. You tell me. Anyway, not here for that. I mean, the eye candy is nice and stuff, but I want to talk to you guys about physical silver versus the other contrarian investments. Other contrarian investments right now include the cryptocurrencies, okay, right? Mining stocks. And for those of you advanced enough to be in the royalties and able to do that stuff, these are all great vehicles to be in. But I'm telling you right now, I don't know if those contrarian investments are going to be instrumental in actually breaking the system that creates these kind of meltdowns that we see from time to time. I think if we ever want to get the markets back to where they're behaving, normally and they're working for everybody and pension systems will be secured and stuff, I think there has to be a reset. I think that things have to melt down first and then be reset. And as long as we do not take steps to snap the old mechanisms that manipulate the market the way it's happening right now, that's not going to change. And I think the only way to do that is physical silver. Physical silver. Now, I'm not telling you to sell your stocks. I did mention, hey, if you sell some cryptos and you buy physical silver, it goes much further towards resetting the system than buying more cryptos. All right, cryptos is when you say outside the system, it is outside the system. Cryptos are outside the system, so far outside the system that they will have no bearing on helping to reset the system. They basically are another place for you to try to store your cash, save your cash, and hopefully have it outperform inflation so you can be protected. You can do that in physical silver too. I'm going to give you guys an example before I go on my rail about the powers that be. So back when silver was $25, I don't know, I think it was earlier this year, or the end of last year, me and the broker, let me get this thing right, and Silver Joker, we went in and we bought a bunch of these 2020 antique Chinese water dragon restrike coins, all right? And these things are nice, and they were on APMEX, all right, for $60, and we had seen other ones where they had performed and gone up to like as much as $249 a piece, so I thought that was a good price point to buy. Now, mind you, spot price at the time was $25, okay? And those coins were $59.99. They were $60. So that was a $35 premium on those coins, okay? Which was ridiculous on its face. But for that type of coin, 1,000 mintage, you got to look at all that stuff. It was, I thought, a great value, so we bought them. $25 and change was the spot price back when we bought them, okay? And since then, spot price has gone back up to 28 and it's come back down to 24 and then went up to 27 and down to 26 and stuff like that. Well, guess what? The same coin now, if you want it at the same place on APMEX, it's going to cost you $89.99 or $90. Okay, now think about that. Purchased them for $60. Now they're $90 at the same place, and I don't think any place else has them. I'm going to be honest with you, unless you get them on the secondary market. All right, but that is a $30 per coin premium on these. I'm going to drop my phone here. Since I dropped the coin instead. Okay, let me get a better grip. Since we bought those at the same spot price range, okay? So I'm telling you, the spot price is not it's just not a accurate gauge of silver's growth and performance right now. Silver is exploding underneath that spot price and premiums. And if you have it, you're able to take advantage of those premiums when you resell, if you decide to resell something. I'm not reselling anything right now. I'm still accumulating. Guys, I'm still accumulating. All right? I'm not going to stop until, the game stops. And then I'll look at see what I've got. If I haven't had, some kind of raid or some kind of, break-in or something like that, I'm going to send this stuff back to the depository soon. The thing is I know that this is the singular best play to help reset the system, and that's my whole point. So I'm not going to go on too long about this, but just understand that if you are in alternative investments in the mining stocks and in the cryptos, that they'll work for you. But I think they'll actually work better if we break down the old system through the physical silver market first, have it reset, and then those other assets are going to perform they're going to perform better and more properly, as they were intended after that reset. But, while we're still stuck in this game the way it is right now, you guys are going to see disappointment after disappointment after disappointment. You know what the conditions that are going on right now in the economy, that there's no way in the world that physical silver or even, the mining stocks or even cryptos should be performing as poorly as they are. They're locked into a range by the same system that gives us these orchestrated meltdowns like we have today. All right? We've got a 10-year yield, I think, below 120 or something. It's insane. It's insane. So anyway, I'm not going to get into all of the economic mechanicals of it. I'm just going to tell you, and by the way, before I say what I'm going to say, I appreciate every single man hour of prospecting, of speculating, of mining, refining, all that process that has given us these beautiful, beautiful coined, minted assets to invest in. And that goes for gold too, all right? It goes for gold too. I think silver is actually a smaller market physically. Nobody's going to tell you that, but I'm telling you right now, you need to try to get into it because of its lower price point and its undervaluation. Understand, silver was $50 an ounce, twice what it is right now, spot price, during the 1980 spike high, where other commodities spiked too. So that's just the way it was. All right? So it's just a little bit of me sharing with you this morning my thoughts about what's going on in the markets and how we can actually turn them over. But guys, I'm going to tell you something. Stocks and cryptos are not the way to go if you want this kind of activity to stop. If you want the craziness to stop with gyrations of the market, when you know that there has to be a reset. The system is broken down. The system is broken down and has to be reset. So, come on over. Join the Silver Apes, join us stackers, join everybody over here in the physical silver world, and just let's go ahead and help reset this system. And the thing is once that happens, you're going to find yourself in a new economy where you're going to want to actually help rebuild it with your silver wealth. How do I plan to do that? Hang on one second. With this is my fractional box. You guys have seen this box before too. All right, and in here I have, boy, this thing is really jacked up. I have various different types of fractional silver. All the stuff you've seen. I've got dimes, I've got halves, I've got grams. I've got these things here, which, wow. Okay, anyway, and so the thing is when the economy begins to reset and paper currencies are not doing too well, I plan to use this to pay the trades and labor folks out there. If you got a security team that is working your area and, they're thinking about, backing out because nobody's, be able to cover, their labor and their efforts and stuff like that, I'm going to step in and say, hey, I've got a way to, I got a medium exchange. If you guys want to continue and stay on duty, I'm going to help you do that. And I can compensate you for it. Landscapers, anybody that's in the services industry that is in my area, I'm going to try to retain them using this fractional silver to do that. That's why I've run really hard on fractional, just to make sure that I can participate in the economy that's coming up. Like I said, paper currencies and credit, they're going to be really shaky, if almost non-existent at that point, or untrusted. And at that time, you need to be able to step in as a silver holder or as a hard money, custodian and say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and keep these services going because I have the means to do so. So anyway, guys, I'm not telling you to get out of stocks or cryptos, but I can tell you this: if you help us snap the back of the control mechanisms in the current market system by buying physical silver, we will get to where we're going a lot quicker. That's all I'm saying. All right? If you like your stocks, keep them. If you like your cryptos, keep them. But if you decide to sell and buy physical silver, trust me, you will not regret it. All right? The stuff we're seeing today in the markets, that comes to an end once we reset the system with physical silver. So I hope that made sense to you, and I hope you decide to join us. Have a great day. We will see you on the Silver Spot. Me and Silver Joker are going to talk about some great things this week, and me and the broker will be back with those 2021 Type 2 Eagles, and we'll talk about those too. All right, folks, go out, make a decision. Hopefully you'll join us, and we'll talk to you next time.